Hi there, welcome to my channel. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. And well, here's an update on my portfolio, currently sitting at $329,877.21. And so we're down for the day by about $1,200, but nonetheless, still collecting dividends. As you guys can see, here is the estimated amount for the annual dividend income at close to 58,000, and my monthly dividend income for close to $48,000. And so in the previous month, as you guys know, it was like above $5,000, but because of some of these ETFs that did reduce their dividend, now it's less than 5,000. And so also, I've been affected because I did sell off all of my Defiance ETFs, which is IWMY, JEPY, and QQQY. And so I sold all those off. The reason I sold them off, let me just show you guys back here. Let's go to IWMY. IWMY. Here it is, Defiance. The Defiance Russell 2000 Enhanced Options Income ETF. And so, as I mentioned in the previous video, the reason why I sold this is because if we look at the max, or let's look at the 1 year performance of this. So as you guys can see, this thing goes down. Month after month after month, it just goes down, down, down. It does pay a decent dividend, but they did reduce their dividend. So as you guys can see here, in May, they paid a very large dividend of $1.41. But in June, which was in this month, they only paid 91 cents. So since I had 1,000 shares, I expected to get $1,400 from this. But I didn't. I only got $910 from this. I still got paid the dividend because I still qualified for the dividend. So I didn't sell it until I was sure that I qualified for the dividend. So I sold off all of these Defiance funds and basically just broke even on them. And so yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna buy them again. I mean, I don't know. Probably not. I'm not sure. I did think about potentially buying them back some way, but since it always drops by the amount of the dividend, I assume that maybe if I buy small amounts on these dips, then you can somehow, I guess, reduce your value loss in that way. So if you buy it always on, like, for example, currently it's at $14. So maybe if you buy it for $13, just buy a little bit for $13. And then the following month, buy a little bit more. If you bought it for 13, buy it for 12. Following month, you buy it for 11, and so on and so forth. So I may try doing that, but not sure. I'm really come to the conclusion whether I should try to do that or not. Building up, on going down as it goes down, building up a certain amount of shares. I may do that. I may not do that. I'm not sure quite yet. And so, if you guys saw my previous video, I am attempting to copy on a smaller scale the strategy of Oracle, the guy from Yield Max TV. So I boosted up my shares in AMZI. As you guys can see here, I have 1,000 shares in AMZI. So I sold off all of the Defiance ETFs and I dropped it all here into AMZI. So I did qualify for this month's dividend. I should be making, I should get a dividend of about $700 on ex-dividend date. Well, on the day before the ex-dividend date, I bumped up my shares from, I had 100 shares. I bumped it up to a little bit over 700 shares. The following day, which was the ex-dividend date, and today, I bought some more. So from 700, bumped it up to 1,000. And so I am getting a little bit over $700 in dividends for this month from AMZ. And so I'm going to try to replicate Oracle's strategy here with a smaller amount. He's doing it on a very large scale. I'm doing it on a smaller scale. And so um, it did bump up in value by the end of the day, but then of course it shot back down. And probably the reason is because I believe Amazon did end the day in the red. So if we go and look at Amazon, if we look at Amazon, yeah, see, so Amazon finished off the day in the red. So that's probably why AMZ finished off the day in the red. But of course, since Amazon is such a great company, I'm pretty sure that they'll be increasing their value, hopefully, here. And AMZ will continue to follow Amazon to the upside. Another thing is that I did sell some shares of NVIDIA. Since NVIDIA has gone up so high, I sold about $800 worth, and I'm still $900 in the green on this position. And I didn't sell until I was sure that I was going to collect all of the dividends for this ETF. So I am going to make a $1,000 dividend from NVIDIA. Now I sold and I took profits of $800. And what I did with that money is I put it into Bito. So Bito is the ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF. This ETF pays $1. So I will be qualifying for the upcoming dividend here, which is it'll be $425. And so I'm going to be getting that $425. And you know what? This thing really tracks Bitcoin like very closely. So I've heard lots of people talking about, oh, Bitcoin is going to reach 100,000 potentially by the end of the year. And so if Bitcoin goes up to 100,000, others have said, 150,000. And so that's like a 70% pump even from here. So if that happens, that means that Bito should track Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin goes up 70% from here towards the end of the year, then that means that Bito should do just about the same or a little bit less. So my estimation, this is just an estimation, and none of this is financial advice, of course, but my estimation is that the value of Bito will go to about $50 potentially. It may not happen. It may happen. And if it happens, great. So I've got a lot of ETFs here that are correlated to Bitcoin. For example, Bito is correlated to Bitcoin. Coney is correlated to Bitcoin, has some Bitcoin correlation because it is a cryptocurrency company. There's also MicroStrategies. I believe it's this one. Is it? Yeah, this one. This one is the MicroStrategies Yield Max ETF, and so obviously MicroStrategies has a big stake in Bitcoin, and so this when Bitcoin goes up, this ETF goes up, and this Yield Max ETF goes up when Bitcoin goes up. And so what's going to happen when Bitcoin, if it does end up going to like over $100,000? What always usually happens with Bitcoin is there's always this major crash, like an 80% crash. So if you guys remember, in the last Bitcoin pump or bull run, Bitcoin hit like 65, I believe it was like about $65,000. So if we go over here, we're going to cryptos, Bitcoin, 5 years, here we go. Okay, so this was the top up here, somewhere like at 65,000. 65, I think it was like about 65, in between 63,000 and 65,000 was the top. And then this major crash, this is about an 80% crash. Yeah, down to here to the 16,000. And so last year I did buy some Bitcoin in this area. I bought some Bitcoin in this area. I bought one whole Bitcoin. I believe it was for 25 was my average cost. So it was down in this area. Like right about here is where I bought a Bitcoin, one whole Bitcoin last year. And I sold it early, unfortunately. I sold it for like 30 some, around this range. So I did make some pretty good money, but I sold it early, unfortunately, because now it's all the way up to almost $70,000. And so is the Bitcoin bull run over, or is it just beginning? Well, personally, in my opinion, I'm willing to bet on it. I'm willing to put some more money into Bito. I'm thinking that the Bitcoin bull run is not over. That's just my opinion, and I hope I'm right, but I don't really know. But I'm hoping that from here, from 69,300, as you guys can see, I'm hoping that, yeah, I'm hoping that Bitcoin goes to $150,000, or at least over 100,000. So hopefully that happens, and if that happens, all these ETFs that I currently have that are correlated to Bitcoin are also going to pump in value. And so once, if that does happen and I see Bitcoin anywhere from above $100,000, I mean, I think it's probably a good idea to completely sell out of Bito and Coiny and some of these other ETFs that have high correlation to the price of Bitcoin. So that's my plan. That's what I'm planning on doing. Um, because I'm pretty sure that Bitcoin's going to do the same thing it's done every time after its bull run. It has a major dump. Another plan that I have and that I've done before, I did it last year. This may sound kind of high risk or something, but what I did was I found a credit card that's 0% APR for the first 15 to 18 months. So I'm pretty sure you guys have seen that. Maybe you get it in the mailbox, right? They're offering you a credit card with 0% APR for the next 15 months or for the next 18 months. So last year, I got two credit cards like that, and they gave me up to 10,000 in each credit card. So I took that cash advance from each credit card, 0% APR for 15 months. So for 15 months, it's basically like getting free money, 0% APR. And so for 15 months, you just pay the regular, you just pay you do have to continue to pay the monthly bill, right? You can't just like not pay it at all, but you're not paying any interest for the next 15 months. So you basically have 15 months to pay off the whole thing. I did that last year, got $20,000 from credit cards, put it into the market, and eventually paid it off. And it was basically almost like free money because it didn't cost me anything. It's borrowing money for free. And so this time around, I'm looking to do it again. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting in the mail for this credit card that's going to come by. It's a credit card with a credit line of $4,000, 0% APR for the next 15 months. I'm going to take that $4,000, the whole thing, and I'm probably going to put it either into AMSI or Bito. Not sure which one yet. But you take the 4,000, you pay maybe $100 a month, and it's interest free. So you're borrowing money for free. And paying that money, $4,000 in 15 months, I mean, simple when you put it into something that's making you like 50%. And so those are my plans. That's what I'm going to do here moving forward. And so thanks for watching. Thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for subscribing. I really do appreciate that you watch and subscribe. Please, if you guys got any comments, any questions, please leave them in the description below. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please like my video. Please share my video. And well, you guys have a great one. God bless. We'll talk to you in the next one.